In September of 2000, I shipped off to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for basic training. Back then, the world was hunky-dory. There was no major conflicts that we were involved in, no big wars that we were trying to fight, anything like that. After I graduated basic training, I went up the block, still in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, to go to AIT. That's Advanced Individual Training. For those of you who haven't been in the Army, that's where you go to learn your actual job that you signed up to do. And after that, in March of 2001, shortly after my birthday, as a matter of fact, just a few days, they send me to my duty station in Baumholder, Germany. And I'm loving it, living it up. I'm young, single, in Europe. I'm having a blast. And then September 11, 2001, about a week and a half before I hit my 1-year anniversary of enlisting. Now, being in Germany, this happened much later in the day than it happened for, those of you who are here in the States. So for me, day started off just like any other. I wake up early in the morning. I go to PT, physical training. I do my push-ups, sit-ups, running, whatever it was we did for PT that day. And then it was after PT, our acting platoon sergeant called us into formation, and he was our acting platoon sergeant because our actual platoon sergeant was with the other half of our platoon. See, we were attached to different units, and so half of my platoon, they were in the field, on the field problem. So since there was only a few of us back at base, our acting platoon sergeant gave us an order: out of sight, out of mind. Those are fun times. Basically what that means is just that, you stay out of sight, and, basically you go to your barracks room, you watch movies, you watch TV, you play video games, whatever. Just don't be out and about, because we're not technically supposed to be off. And, then we meet back up for end of the day, close of business, formation, and then we're free to go for the rest of the day. Fun stuff. Didn't happen very often, so when it did, we loved it. Then that afternoon, there's a knock on the door. Soldier, I open it up, because I thought it might have been my NCO coming in to BS with me. They've done that a time or two before. There's a soldier there. It says formation, 10 minutes, right outside. And I tell him, not happening. It's my day off. And he says, everybody. So go down to formation. I have no idea what's going on. I've been up in my room all day playing video games. Out of sight, out of mind. Our commander comes out to address the formation. And I can see in his face that something's up, but I don't know what it is. Then he explains. Two planes have crashed into the World Trade Center. And one has crashed into the Pentagon. There's no way that this is a coincidence. The United States is under attack. After he released us, I went to my buddy's room because I didn't have cable set up in my room. So I went to my buddy's room and we turned it on CNN. And we turned it on just in time to see the third plane crash into one of the towers and watch live as the towers fell. And watching this, my heart, it sank. I couldn't believe it. And the weeks following felt like I felt like I was in a movie. I don't know how to explain it. I honestly felt like I was in some just really bad action movie. I spent the next few weeks pulling guard in front of one of the command buildings. 6 hours on, 12 hours off, I believe, was the schedule. And we were on lockdown for days. And finally, when they started opening things up, you couldn't even, if you went to Burger King on post, there were armed guards there. I mean, there was soldiers in uniform with M16s everywhere you went, be it the PX, commissary, Burger King, where have you. And when they finally opened the post back up to where we could get in and out, I saw something that really touched me, and it upsets me that I don't have pictures of this. I believe I took pictures and they may have gotten lost, I don't know, but right outside the post there's a sign for, bum holder U.S. Army base, or I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was basically a sign for the U.S. Army base. And all around it were flowers, sort of like like one would put on a gravestone that the civilian population, the Germans, were placing. And then I'm overseas. I'm not here in the States, but I'm reading in the newspaper and I'm seeing on the news and I'm hearing stories from home of the solidarity that the Americans had. At that time there was no blacks, there was no whites, there was no Hispanics, there was just Americans. And I thought that was amazing. But I knew that it came time for me to lay down my cards and play my hand. I signed up for the military, swearing to defend my country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Many people sign up, they do their time, they go home, never seen a conflict. It was time for me to play my hand. And so I went. I did my time. I went to Iraq in 2003. And I'll have more stories about that at another time. This is, basically my September 11th story. So I'll leave it at that for now. What's your story? Where were you?